He just got no color, stay with foolish. So I don't all these things you're buying. Where you coming from? Because I know the guy not working. Then he said to tell me he has some rich family. How could That's amazing. Is it just me or she faster than this man? Very quickly.
Yes, so who remembers sack race, lime and spoon, needle threading, cricket, rounders, all the great times we had growing up in Dominica. So if you do, then the Atlanta Day, Dominica Day, is for you. So I don't care if you're in Atlanta, if you're in Florida, if you're within the vicinity of Georgia, you need to get here this Sunday for Dominica Day in Atlanta. So we are very fortunate to have two of the organizers with us this evening. But before we do, come on in. Don't forget to share the live. Check in. Let us know where you're joining us from. If this is your first time on Push Past 10, I am Simone, and Push Past 10 is a movement dedicated to sharing the beauty and uniqueness of our Caribbean islands with the rest of the world and to advancing the lives of Caribbean people at home and in the diaspora. So let us welcome our two guests to the program. We have Joe Ventures and we also have Mr. Sherwin James with us. And they're here to tell us all about the event on Sunday. So guys, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yes, anytime. So I'm going to have you guys do a little bit of an introduction of yourself. And while you're doing so, I am going to share the live, tag a few people, invite them to join the conversation, and just kind of get the word out there of this event on Sunday. So kind of just tell us a little bit about who you are for my audience who may not know you, where in Dominica you're from, and anything else you would like to share. So Joe Ventures, let me start with you.
Yeah, I'm Joe Ventures, born in Bush, Dominica. So been living in Atlanta for about 20 years. Part of Optimistic Songs. We do a lot of the events in Atlanta. So, and also, one of the organizers of Dominica Day um, in Atlanta, just trying to promote bringing the Dominicans in Atlanta to come together, have a good time. It's always a fun time. And, just anything Atlanta, events wise, you could follow me, the Joe Ventures one, or you could follow Optimistic OSKATL. For everything, pretty much Dominica in Atlanta, we do it, so.
Yeah, excellent. So I went ahead and I sent the link to you guys so you can go ahead and share it on your platforms. So Sherwin, let me come over to you. Let us know who you are.
Yes, Sherwin James, as you mentioned earlier. I'm from Pishley. I have been in the United States since 1999. For those of you who don't know, I was offered a track scholarship, so that's one of the reasons why I came up here. I attended university up there. I received my undergrad and graduate class degree while at the University of Idaho. I was a former president for the Dominica Association here in Atlanta, and I've been the host for the Dominica Fun Day here in Atlanta for the past few years. So I'm excited to host it again this year, and I'm excited to be part of the group with Joe Ventures, Jovin, and the other guys or the other members of the team like Dave,
yes.
James as well.
Yeah, so just kind of tell us about the event for those, who have never attended the event. Just tell us a little bit about the event. How long have you guys been doing this event? and all about what we can expect if we come to the event. I'm going to share the flyer in a little while.
Yes, we've been doing the event for quite a number of years. I'm not too sure exactly how long, but I know we've been doing it for quite a number of years. We've always, well, a few times we've had it in one or two parks, but most of the time we've had it at the Wade Walker Park, and that's in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And as you mentioned earlier, the event pretty much, encompasses like things like Dominica we used to do when we were growing up in Dominica, like lime and spoon, needle and thread, sack race.
Yep.
We included soccer, cricket, because we from the West Indies, the islands. We love our cricket, so it's all about having fun and also trying to assist some of the small businesses here in Atlanta. Some of them are from Dominica. They have some businesses, and we're trying to promote them and advertise them. And Joe Ventures can add some more to that as well. So, Joe, I'll let you go in and add some more.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna have all the food vendors are all Dominicans, of course. We encourage anybody who is Dominican and have a business and want to come and promote, bring flyers or whatever they have promoting their business. Is just trying to connect all the businesses, all the Dominica entrepreneurs in Atlanta want to, kind of mix up and not to just help everybody. If you got real estate, whatever you do in Atlanta and you want to connect with the people, and we encourage you to bring your business information, flyers, card, whatever you need, and network. Every year we get a surprise where people end up meeting people they don't know leave Atlanta, people they know from 20 years back, and they don't know even leave Atlanta. It's kind of like a big Dominica reunion in Atlanta. So we encourage people to come. If you know some people that in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta, they are not following a lot of things Dominica, we encourage them to come out and fellowship with fellow Dominicans in Atlanta and have a good time. It's, like I say, it's a fun time. It's a free event. Of course, we are not charging. It's a free fun day event. There's going to be food on sale, so you could eat. There's going to be, like I said, all the vendors cooking is all Dominican. So you're gonna, you might get some bakes, some akra, whatever Dominica local you probably haven't ate in a while. It's gonna have vendors there serving those. So we just encourage everybody to come out and support it, of course.
Yeah, and we can take a look and see Lime and Spoon, Domino's, Fill the Bottle. Now, I had never heard of Fill the Bottle. In what part of Dominica do we play Fill the Bottle? Because I am not familiar with that event at all.
I think that was my special, growing up I actually grew up in Dominica. I left when I was like 12. So, sports that we used to do fill the bottle where, they'd have a bottle and you go one to left and whoever fill it first, So that's one of the things I grew up doing in sports in Peebush. So that's something, I don't know if it's only in Peebush, but
yeah,
I know we did
that
in Peebush. Yeah.
That have to be a Peebush thing.
Yeah.
Were you familiar with that?
Actually, in Atlanta, it's more like we changed the version of it a little bit. You notice last year what happened or what occurred. They used their hands to pretty much fill it. But back in the days, probably we used to use our mouth to kind of like pour the water in.
Oh boy!
But because of just to make sure things are being done the right way.
No, well, in Peebush they always use their hands. They never use mouth.
Some
it always
use
been
water.
Some people use the mouth, but in Peebush we only use hands. So that's why it was kind of something that I kind of put in.
And honestly, this is one of our signature events at the Dominica Day. So it really hype up the crowd and it gets everyone excited. So that's one of those that we are excited to bring about during that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and a young lady actually won last year, defeating the guy who won like 3 times in a row. So
right,
you know what I mean?
that.
Yeah.
I remember that. And guys, I was out there and even with the threat of rain, the turnout was incredible. It was so nice to see, Dominican supporting Dominican. So what is the weather looking like on Sunday?
It's looking beautiful. It's a high of 88, low of 67 or 70. So it's not going to be 100 degrees. It's not going to be super hot. So I'm grateful for that,
Yeah, absolutely. And again, last year it seems like the rain waited until the very end,
And
and
yes,
then it
yes.
just came down, but we were able to have all the events done. So tell us about the music. What can we expect? Because it's a family day, so I'm hoping we don't have no nasty business.
Well, we gonna have, of course, optimistic. Legendary song here in Atlanta. DJ Darrell, the youngest in Optimistic. DJ Shatter, DJ Silent. So all of them are all Dominican DJs locally in Atlanta. So he's gonna have music playing, of course. So he's gonna be dancing music. You might, we try not to do this a family fun day. We try not to do the nasty business, or at least play the edited version. But
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, we
Because
don't go.
supposedly,
It's a family friendly, so we keep it PG.
yeah, because supposedly there are clean versions of the songs, but
Yeah.
everybody wants to hear the real OG version. That is what I'm told.
Yeah, I mean, you play the clean version. They know what goes with the song, so it's kind of
Yeah,
But I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not that music. I guess we have cultural music. It's a total fun. You got music, all type of music playing. You're gonna have some Grovers playing. You might have anything playing. It's a fun day, man. You know.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we
And,
gotta
and
mix it
you,
up for the different crowds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We mixed it up.
yeah, and I think I have part of the video where some people are dancing, so I might show that in a little bit. But if anybody just goes on Push Past 10, you should be able to find it there
Yeah.
as well. But tell us why you guys continue to do this event, because I think it is so important to pass along to our children the stuff that we grew up on in Dominica. So whether we're talking about the music, we're talking about the dance, we're talking about the culture, it is so important that we are passing that on to our children. So tell us, do you have the kids in mind when you were thinking about this event?
Yes, yes. It was something that we wanted to do. Like I said, is we always do stuff that events for adults, of course, which we have parties and stuff. But we decide to also include the family and the kids. A lot of the kids has the first time seeing the feel about it, the lime and spoon, and sometimes we have too much kids to participate because all the kids want to participate. So we give if we have to do 2 or 3 groups to do it, what I mean, me and showing get it in, just to have all the kids participate, have a good time, what I mean, and the idea of it is to kind of bring everybody together, man. I mean, a lot of times it's like Dominica is not on the top when you hear about Caribbean, islands in Atlanta, but we're a community now that's really growing. Like I said, the last time we started that like in 2014. Probably that time we did 50 people. You know what I'm saying? But no, 9 years later, we probably doing 700 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just growing, and the people are loving it because it's like they get to meet people they know from back in Dominica 30 years ago, and that's the first time they've seen them. And they
Yeah.
like, man, I didn't know you live in Atlanta, and you know what I mean? And we get those comments, so that's what kind of keep us going ahead and doing it. You know what I mean?
And I'm
And
telling
like I.
you, you're so right, because I came for my first time last year and I met people I hadn't seen in like 20 years. And we
Yes.
were able to reconnect. And the other thing I liked about what I saw is just how united everybody was. Like there was no talk about which political party you
Nah,
in,
nah,
none of that kind of division we often
nah.
see in Dominica. It was just people just reminiscing about growing up in Dominica and just being so happy to be able to experience that again, thanks to you guys. And also just to be able to show it to their children, because I brought my daughter and my husband, who's Haitian, and just being able to show them, everything we enjoyed in Dominica, including the food. Don't forget the food.
Yes.
And that's one of the main reasons, as you said, the kids here, they have not experienced this type of events, or the lime and spoon and needle and thread. So the fact that we're bringing it here in the US, we're bringing Dominica in the US for them, so they could experience it. I think that's such a beauty in
and
general.
it,
And
and
one
it,
of the
and it,
things that
and it,
one
go
of
ahead,
the
go ahead,
one of
sorry.
the things I'm trying to do too is trying to blend an educational theme with it as well. It's not just fun, having fun and playing and music. an entertainment. We try to be educational as well. Like last year, we mentioned some of the villages, some of the parishes, and
Yeah,
different
you
things
had the
about
quiz.
Dominica, the waterfalls. But
Yeah.
this year, what we're trying to do this year is trying to kind of like in between the sessions, bring in some trivia. So we're gonna ask a few questions in between about Dominica. So people need to go back to the books, go back to the history, and know about Dominican. Whoever that's not from Dominica that's also here, we want them to learn about Dominica as well, to know about Dominica and something about Dominica, because it's not just all about Dominicans here. It's about everyone that's participating in the event with us. We're trying to educate them as well in regards to
Yeah,
Dominica.
yeah. And let me just say, thank you for joining us, Simone James. You're always on the line. Thank you so much for your support, Simone. Carl is here with us. Carl Bannis is here with us. Duran Bell, Laura Daniels, everyone who's joining us on the Facebook Live, as well as everyone who will catch the replay. And of course, we're going to share this video far and wide so that anyone within the Atlanta, Georgia area, Florida, I mean, some places of Florida is only 5 hours away. You guys
Yeah,
can come.
yeah,
New Jersey just had the event on Sunday, on last Saturday. So we're gonna make sure ours is bigger and better, because a little friendly
yeah.
competition never hurt nobody, right?
Yeah, I think last year we had Cornell and Carolyn there. I don't know
No,
if it's last.
Yes, I think so.
it
It
Yes,
was
was
last
last year or the
year.
year
I
before.
think
Oh,
so.
no, it was the year before that.
I
Yeah,
thought
I
they
think
showed their
so.
faces. Okay.
yeah. I think it was last year. You're right. The year before that.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had Carolyn XP and Cornell drove down from North Carolina and came out there and hang out and kind of
That was good. That was good.
show it up. So
Yeah, yeah,
um,
definitely. So just
so
kind
I
of
mean.
go ahead.
So I mean the benefit of it is just like I said, is fellowshipping Dominicans here in Atlanta. It's a community that's growing. So we want to make sure as it's growing, we can informing everybody of everything that's going on in Atlanta. So definitely go support. Like I said, it's not like people don't know. It's like optimistic. We take our own money to book the park. We don't charge nobody. It's like we do it out of our pockets. We don't charge nobody. We just do it because is the love of it. And love seeing the people come together. All the kids, everybody having a good time. So that's why we do it. I mean, we don't do it because we don't charge anything. We don't. We take our own money and book the park. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, and Sherwin, I'm so happy that you mentioned the education component and just Dominican supporting Dominica, because I mentioned to you guys we have this brand new book, Dominica in Puzzle, and this is actually a great trivia book. So if you're looking for some really good questions to ask during the program, we have the Dominica in Puzzle book, where we're asking people to help us to do more for Dominica. And I don't believe in asking for donations. So I would rather have a couple of books available and say, hey guys, let's try to do more for Dominica. For example, I'm trying to do like a mentorship program for Dominica, where we have young people, because I mean, guys, it seems like our young people in Dominica, especially our young men, there's a crisis going on.
Yeah.
So we're trying to set
yeah,
up a mentorship program where we have professionals, we have doctors, lawyers, but we also have guys like you guys who are in promotions, because so many of the young guys, they're interested in getting into promotions, but they don't know where to start. So if we create
yeah,
a mentorship where we can link them up with you and show them what to do in their area, that's really good. But everything takes money.
Yeah.
Right. So instead of
yeah,
coming out to the event and saying, give me a donation, I would rather provide something educational, provide a book, a puzzle book, something completely different. Dominica's never had one of those
yeah.
before. And ask people to $10.
Yeah.
$10. Buy the book for
And you're gonna have the book for sale, of course. And you're gonna have the book for sale at Dominica Day, so we let them know that you're gonna have the books for sale.
Oh
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, that's one thing we do. We when we have the mic, especially like Joe Ventures and I, we always try to promote the businesses and what it is that's there to offer. But one thing I want to say though, a huge. I know Joe Ventures always say that every year, but honestly, a huge thank you to all those who have participated over the years with us and continue to participate. We really want to thank them. tremendously, because without them being here, it would not have been the way that it has
Yeah.
been, and we would not have been, it would not have been sustainable. We would not have been continuing doing it the way that we continue doing. So we want to really definitely thank them, and also there's some businesses that have really been involved as well with us. T2O
Yeah.
Waters,
Water.
um,
Yeah.
Up to
Big up
Precision,
Jeffrey.
you know,
Oh yeah.
then Celia's Cooking, and all the businesses that we did not mention. We just want to say, thank you
Yeah, the
for
sponsors.
hanging
Yeah.
there with us, and optimistic
Yeah.
for sure. Definitely, we have to big up
Yeah.
optimistic for the entertainment.
Yeah, Opti Precision is they're gonna be on site. They are eyewear business. So if you have prescription for eyewear, they're gonna be on site talking to you about the options you have for glasses and all that. And that's a Dominica own company, by Calvin and Keenan. So they're gonna be on site also doing that. Of course, we gonna have T2O Jeffrey in the building providing water for the people. So, like I say, is one hand helping each other. I mean, I just love to see, I love to see all these Dominica guys doing stuff, and every opportunity we get, we try to push them and promote them and put them up front. You know what I mean? Because that's what we have to do as a community. All the communities, they all work together with each other, try to build them up, and everybody rise. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not about one person at the top. It's not great to be at the top by yourself. Why not bring people along with you while you're going up? You know what I mean? So that's why we encourage all people who have businesses, you're an electrician, you have cards, just come out and, you know what I mean? I think we're gonna try to have like a business table where people can put their cards on, and if you go on there and you say, man, I do need an electrician, he's gonna have a card there. If you need a plumber, so I have a card there. So we're encouraging, if you're a plumber, you have any kind of business, you know what I mean, just bring some information so we can connect those people, you know what I mean, Dominicans with Dominican helping each other, to kind of rise in Atlanta.
Yeah, and it's really about the collaboration and the networks, because thanks to
Yeah.
that program and then reaching out to Showing, that's how I met Jeffrey from T2O. That's how I
Yeah.
met him. That's how we were able to bring him on our programs, get him some promotions. I even think we've gone as far as helping him to connect with other Dominicans who are in the same field as him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have to get Dominica to the point. Honestly, guys, we have to get to Dominica to the point where when I say I'm from Dominica, people are not asking me if I'm from the Dominican Republic.
Republic. Yes.
Our name is not out there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Simon, just to kind of like piggyback on that too, we kind of forgot to mention you too, but you've also been tremendous from the fact that we met last year, and you've advertised this thing, put this thing on Facebook Live for us. I mean, this was amazing. We can't ask for even more. Look at what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
The fact that we all networking and collaborating with each other, because there are a lot of Dominicans who are out there in Atlanta area, outside of Atlanta, who can participate in this Dominica Day event, and we would really like to encourage them to participate in such event. That's coming up on Sunday, the 23rd, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks to AMO News too for sharing the flyer and kind of bring it to a wider range, with her following, of course. So thank you to her for that. I mean, just.
And I say it all the time, it's all about the network. It's about what you have to offer, what role can I play, so that we can all get the name of Dominica out there, so we can, get our name out there. And once our name is out there, there's so much more that we can do.
Yeah.
Yes,
what I mean? So
definitely.
can you just remind the people of the event again, and especially how do you get to that particular park in Stone Mountain? I think that would be helpful to anyone who wants to.
The event is at Wade Walker Park, 5585 Rockbridge Road, Stone Mountain, Georgia. Once you enter in the park, you make the first right and just drive down. You'll see the park where we at. Once you hear the music, you know where we at. It starts at 2 p.m. Going till when the sun goes down, 8 o'clock. So it starts from 2 and it ends at 8. So just come out. The park is in Stone Mountain. If you're coming up from 285, of course you could take exit Memorial Drive, make make depending on where you come out. But I mean everybody has GPS now, so hey,
Yeah,
just put the address in your phone
The
and you'll
address
get
is on the flyer. The
there.
address is on
The
the
yeah,
address is
flyer.
on the flyer, yes,
yeah. And guess how I knew when I had gotten to the right place? I saw all the Dominica flags.
yes.
I
Yeah,
told I told I told Paul, okay, we're in the right location because all I see is Dominica flags because people are so proud
proud, yeah.
represent for Dominica. Let's see what somebody said here. Marvin White, not in the ATL, but a Dominican in Houston, Texas. Great to see us trying to bring each other up and together as well, because that is what it is. Maybe we will
Yeah.
unite Dominicans underground as well. And then we have so much work to do. Maybe we can unite diaspora Dominicans and Dominicans underground because there's so much division, guys.
Yes, yes,
How do we
yes.
get past all this division between our people?
Yeah.
Well, we are is the key is to look at the greater good. You know what I mean? It's like
Yes,
we have to, and we have to keep people accountable.
yes.
For what they do. You know what I mean? So it's all about the greater good. You know what I mean? It's not the
Yeah,
greater good of an individual, but the greater good for the country.
yeah,
So
and we have to look at what unites us,
yeah.
right? What's unites, and by the way, Sherwin, it's not soccer, it's football. Earlier on, you said soccer.
But I thought they have soccer on the flyer too.
Yeah, well, I mean,
But
we in
you're right.
America, so we say soccer, but it's football here, right?
Football, man. It's football.
Yes,
It's debate. I'm in
yes,
America for too long.
right, right. We have to look at what unites us. And what unites us, guys, is our past experiences, our
Yeah,
food, our music, the games we used to play, our culture, our dance. That is what unites us. So that is what we have to use as a tool to bring Dominicans together. And if anybody is interested in knowing, I will try my best to do the live stream that we did last year because I think we got like, I don't know, something like 2,000 views on that video. People were so
yeah,
excited to see it. But I'm going to really focus on really trying to get the donations we need,
yeah,
do the work that we need to do for Dominica. So that's going to be like my primary goal, to get copies of this book into your hands. And I have already put the link on the Facebook Live because, again, everything we're trying to do takes money. So I want to thank you guys for joining us to tell us all about the Dominica Atlanta Day this Sunday. Again, I
yes.
put up the flyer. Catch the replay. Don't forget to share. Let everybody know we're here. Annette, nice to see you. Annette Phillip, Duran Bell, great discussion. Good night from Birmingham in the UK. So, guys, what is going on in your area? Be
Yeah.
able to feature events from Dominicans everywhere. And we know the UK
Yeah,
man represents.
Yeah,
yes, yes.
definitely. Thanks to the viewers. Thank you, guys. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you. Like I said, we started that I believe in 2014. So this is the ninth year of doing Dominica Day in Atlanta, and every year it just keep growing. So
Yes.
definitely thanks to the Dominicans in Metro Atlanta
Yeah.
for always coming and support and enjoying themselves. Just coming out and not worrying about what's going on, but just coming and saying, "No, I'm gonna have fun." They play. We have the adults participating in all the sports. We have the kids participating in all the sports, and it's competition, but it's fun. You know what I mean? Especially the Nita and Fred, the Phil about it, Lyman Spoon, just kind of showing the kids that back then we didn't have technology. That's all we had. We had to kind of make do with what we had, and it was still. And for them, it's still fun. You know what I mean? They might have loved the technology video games, but they seen the Lyman Spoon, and
Yeah,
it's captivating.
get the kids off the computer, get the kids off their
Yeah.
iPads, and bring them to see what authentic Dominica life looks like right here in Atlanta. And I also wanted to big up Dave and Optimistic Sounds because you
Yes.
guys have been such an incredible support system for Dominicans. Because I even remember back in the day, 2008, 2009, when I was doing Kai videos. And I was truck. Dave actually got me all the way on the truck for Atlanta. And I was
Yes.
able to film the events and bring the events to the world. Back then, we didn't have like Facebook Live, so I had to like
Yes.
record and then upload and all that kind of drama.
Yeah.
But big up to
Yeah.
you guys and
Yeah.
show it and everybody else who just continues to do what it takes to
Yeah.
represent Dominica in Atlanta, and I just think, one of the things we have to work towards is finding one central location, like a restaurant or something that can be considered our spot where, even outside of an event, we can just go there and we can meet people and we can talk and we can discuss and just reminisce and talk about advancing Dominica. So that is kind of like my vision
Yes.
for the
Yeah, well,
Atlanta area. Is there any place like that that you guys know about? Not yet, right?
not yet, not public. I mean, they have different houses. People kind of know each other, hang out, but not
Yeah.
a public setting as yet. They had one restaurant that a Dominica lady, Rosie, had owned, but I think that's closed down now. But anything, like I said, we also do Atlanta Carnival weekend, Memorial weekend. We have a band on the road for Juve, and we also do South and Punch. Next year, we're celebrating 10 years South and Punch, which is an event for Dominicans, produced by Dominicans. We had Asa in which was Memorial Weekend. He performed, to about 700 people. So next year we're doing 10 years, hoping to do bigger and better. Just of course promoting all the artists. We had Asa last year. The year before we had Shelly. We had Triple K the year before. So this year we're looking to, for 10 years, do it big and grand. So just look out for that next year. Memorial Weekend, Atlanta Carnival Weekend, South and Punch, turning 10 years, produced by OSK Events, which is the whole optimistic team. So definitely
Yes,
look out for that. Yes.
yes, definitely, guys. Thank you for all the hard work that you put in to ensure we are represented in Atlanta. So as we get ready to wind down, any contact information, if anybody has questions about the event, how might they get in touch with you?
Just follow me on all social media, Joe Ventures. Joe Ventures one on Instagram, Joe Ventures on Facebook. Just DM me. And just I'll answer my DM, ask any question. If you look on the flyer, my phone number is on the flyer, so you could call me if you have any questions.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you so much for that. Showing any final thoughts as we wind down?
Oh no, I was just thinking about, you guys remember when we used to drive those little trucks in Dominica? I've always had this vision during the Dominica Day, someone bring that truck kind of a thing so that the kids could see it, or even if we had someone to build it so that they could see how it's being done.
Yeah.
And you never know, there might be a kid who might be very interested in something to that extent and maybe make it a huge thing in the future. You just never know. But things like that, we would like to introduce to the young kids growing up here, that are not really experiencing the life in Dominica, but we're trying to allow them to experience the Dominica life while they're here in the US. So, but no, I just want to say thank you for definitely having us. We really appreciate the fact that you have us here and doing this. And I look forward to Sunday, and we look forward to having a great event that like usual. And just keep on moving and trying to make the best that we can as Dominicans and represent Dominica to the best way that we can while we're up here.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. It's going to be a beautiful day on Sunday. Everyone, come on out. If you missed any part of the program, you want to see the flyer again, you can always go back to the beginning of the program. The flyer. Go ahead, Joe Venture.
And we encourage people to come early. We do want to have some formality to the event. Probably national anthem. We want to do stuff like that, but people always come late, so we don't get the opportunity to get that going. But we want to welcome everybody. So the event start at 2. We encourage people to get there early. So we kind of introduce everybody, kind of get everybody. Kind of what's going on. So come early. It's normal food available, and the place you have it is also covered. So it's not like you're gonna be in the sun. It's a covered area. Unless you play in the games, but the whole area is covered. So you don't have to be in the sun all day. So you just come on early, man, and have a good time. Bring the entire family, from grandma to the kids. It's a family fun. They bring the entire family.
It's a really good spot, guys, because it's wide open, but you do have a covered area if you want to get out of the sun. And there are also good restroom facilities.
Rooms, yeah. There's a restroom right next to the, no portables. It's a restroom right next to the
And
to the
it's not
defense.
the portables, because you know how we
No.
all feel about portables.
Yes.
So it is a regular restroom area. So they've thought of everything. They've thought about the accommodations. They've thought about the food, the music, and just come out and see people you haven't seen in like 20, 30 years and see how we get together in Atlanta. I'm going to be there. I will try to do the live stream as well to encourage you even more to come on out. But again, it's about Dominicans supporting Dominicans. So Joe Venture showing again. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys on Sunday, God willing. And we are encouraging everyone to share this video so that everyone can come out and support even more than they did last year, because the crowd last year was very nice, very nice.
Yes.
But again, there's more space. There's more space in the park, so we need
Yeah,
everyone
it's
to come
huge.
out.
Yeah. Bring your grandmother, your mom, your kids, your brother. Just bring the entire family. It's a
Your
family fun day.
pets, everything.
Yeah.
Just bring it.
You know, just bring the entire family, man, and come out this Sunday, Wade Walker Park. We're starting from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's a family fun day. We're gonna have lime and spoon, sack race, Fred the Needle. We're gonna have cricket. We're gonna have a domino table if the guys want to see them play dominoes. We're gonna have soccer or football. Everything, man. We just go. It's a total fun day, man. Just come, relax, have a good time. Music, food, everything.
But you know, one thing I want to say too, I can't have a
Yes.
better partner. Joe Ventures has been my partner throughout this, and I mean, I can't ask for better. I mean, I appreciate being a partner with him, doing this as well, with the
Yes.
MC and all of that. So yeah, big up to
Yeah.
you, man, Joe Ventures.
Yeah, definitely. I was supposed to I was supposed to do it on MO Live last year, but I just couldn't do all of that while I'm making sure everything goes good. But I told her another time I'll organize to have
Yeah,
it
you should try to do it
stream
on
live.
Sunday. That'd be
Yeah.
really cool if you did it on Sunday. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, it's just having that responsibility of having to do that and trying to make sure everything goes good. But
But you know,
hopefully,
if
I
you have the information, it's gonna be me, my husband, and my daughter. So we can try to coordinate that,
yeah,
because I mean that has
I'll,
to be
I'll,
done
I'll
if we can.
yeah, I'll talk to her and see how we could have that, but it's something, that'll be worldwide then.
Yes, yes. I mean, she has over 100,000 followers. So if we
Followers,
can
yes,
get
yeah,
up on Emo News, I mean, big
yeah,
up to Emma for everything that she's doing for
yes,
Dominica. But
yeah, definitely
I
big up
will come
Emma.
and we can maybe talk for a little while. Make sure you have the information to log into Emo, and we can, more hands make light
Yeah.
work, right?
Yeah,
Do
I'll
that.
talk to her and
Truly.
see if we can get it done. But everybody, Sunday, see you guys,
Yes,
man. I'm excited
yes.
to see you guys.
And
All
just
Dominicans come out, have a good time. All right.
And just one other thing, because back in the day we used to have donkey race, right? And we don't have that anymore. Donkey derby. We don't even have that anymore in Dominica.
Uh,
So it's like donkey
that's
derby in
past. That's
Atlanta.
past my time. I don't remember that, but
Yes. Oh my God. Growing up in Dominica, we used to have that. We used to have that. But anyway, guys, thank you for being here. I will see you guys on Sunday. To the audience, thank you for joining us. Everyone who will catch the replay, thank you for sharing the live, and thank you for helping us as we continue to be Dominicans who support Dominica. I am Simone Matthew. Don't forget to follow Push Past 10 for more great programming. So until I see you next time, take care. All right. Have a good night, guys.
good night. Good
All
night.
right.
Good night.
Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Mhm.